Alright guys, full coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. Um, it's pretty hot in LA right now. Even if it's kind of late at night, it's still a bit hot. But this next video is gonna be probably gonna rub some people the wrong way. And if I do rub you the wrong way, it is what it is. I'm just giving my opinion on the situation, and I'm just trying to, make sense of the situation as well. You feel me? Because it's just right now we're living in a time of confusion around the board in every part of the world. So I came across an article. I don't know how I came across it, but it just appeared on my feed, and it said Lebanese moving to West Africa. It said more Lebanese moving to West Africa. And I thought to myself, like, okay. Now, granted, I know there's already Lebanese there. Every time I go back home, Lebanese, a lot of them own the shops. And unfortunately, a lot of them control some of the upper industries in West Africa. Like, for example, I think a lot of the Lebanese, they run the cocoa industry in Cote d'Ivoire and what have you. And so you have many in Nigeria as well who are running things too. I think you also have some Syrians there too, like a Syrian quarter or something like that. But my thing is, the thing I don't like about this, and the thing I really kind of just look at it as bad governance by the Africans, is that on one hand, we let them go over there, we let them set up shop and things like that, and basically at most of the time make a better living than a local. You feel me? And then on the other hand, when an African goes to Lebanon and usually goes there as a domestic servant or a domestic house keeper, it's hell. They experience hellish experiences, and nobody blinks an eye at it. As a matter of fact, you have some who their experience is so bad that they commit suicide. And mind you, these are migrants coming from West African states, be it Nigeria, be it Cameroon. Sometimes they come from East Africa as well. So this is the thing I really don't like, and it has to do with our psyche as Africans. As Africans, I feel that we're like some of the most warmest people, some of the most generous people when it comes to outsiders. You know what I mean? We're willing to, open our doors, give the red carpet to outsiders. But when it comes to us building us up, it just seems like it doesn't happen that way. If we had our things together, we wouldn't have to have like an influx of Chinese in the African continent. We wouldn't have to have an influx of Lebanese on the African continent as well. We wouldn't have to have an influx of Indians on the African continent as well. Because what happens is when these people come over there, they get so comfortable that they mistreat the locals in their own home. I've seen many videos of this happening where the people, who are guests act like they are actually the ones who are natives. And that's the one thing that I really don't like And unfortunately, if, I feel that if many more Lebanese come in mass over there, that's what's gonna happen. And it's not cool if we let it happen like that. We gotta really, I feel that we have to really somehow deprogram our minds into thinking in that way. For real. It shouldn't be, we shouldn't be thinking that way. And here's the crazy thing about the story. In that story, the person, one of the migrants coming from Lebanon, he said that going to the Gulf Arab states, that they really don't accept their visas or their application requests. So that just shows you how Arabs are at odds with each other too. I mean, it's crazy that you do have a lot of Arabs that don't like each other. I mean, look at the situation with Palestine. You would think that one of these Arab states, be it Egypt, be it Kuwait, be it Bahrain, be it Dubai, be it Saudi Arabia, be it Qatar, be it Oman, whatever state it is, you would think that they would help. You would think that they would send financial support. You would think that they would send military support. But that doesn't occur. It's like that they're at each other's throats for some odd reason. And I think the main reason is being that they're puppets of the West. But I mean, another thing about Lebanon, the Lebanese who go there, what happens is the men for the most part, they end up sleeping with local women and end up deciding well, I'm not going to really care for this kid. And I've seen it happen, and I've heard stories about it too. And on the flip side though, they would lose their marbles if their daughter came back with an African dude, but there are some exceptions. You have that famous footballer, I think his name is I think his name is like something Pele. He's from Ghana. He has a Lebanese wife, I believe he does. So there are some exceptions, but not a lot. But anyhow, let me know what y'all think about this happening, because I just don't like the double standard, because if an African goes to Lebanon, he is going to get discriminated against in the worst way possible. Whereas, these people are still inherently racist, but will come to Africa and will accept them, I think we just need to poke our chest out a little bit more and just lay down the law, I think that's what's really lacking with us when it comes to all of these visitors, when it comes to the Chinese, when it comes to the Indians, when it comes to the Arabs, everybody who decides to make Africa their home, man. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Full of signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Inshallah.